I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
Can you even carry a golf bag? So I've been traveling and I just caught up on the presidential debate that happened a few days ago, and you might be thinking, why are you talking about this on a fitness channel? Well, I figure, everyone should be fit, right? Especially the President of the United States. And there was a part in this that made me start laughing because they started going back and forth arguing about golfing. Because the question was asked,
how do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
Physical, mental health, well-being, how are you going to handle it?
Well, first of all, I spent half my career being criticized being the youngest person in politics. I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent. I think that just look at the record. Look at what I've done. Look how I've turned around the horrible situation he left me.
Rather than give off any information about physical abilities or how he'll be able to mentally handle what's going on, he just started listing off things he's done in the past.
Former President Trump, to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health.
So he's going to saying how his mental and physical capabilities are where they need to be because he's been doing tests. Who knows what those tests are? I don't know. I don't have access to that stuff. But what got me laughing was this next part.
I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same.
So then we get Biden's response.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
Just a little piece of advice. I get that people, even presidents, they take time off, they golf, they do things that they enjoy. They're just not sitting in front of a desk constantly doing stuff. But, don't sit there and talk about how, I got my handicap down to this while I was the vice president of the United States during the same time while I was going in and out of war zones constantly. It just makes it seem like it just doesn't sound good.
And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8. But I have, how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay,
let's not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to turn.
Let's not act like children.
You
to
are
a specific.
So Biden starts getting confused, mumbling like what's been happening a lot lately, which kind of shows the mental capacity. And then Trump, I was glad to hear him say, let's not act like kids. We don't need to go back and forth talking about golf games, which is good. When I was first listening to it, I was just listening and not actually watching. And I thought the moderator said, let's not act like kids. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, are the 2 guys who were running for president of the United States really arguing about who's better at golf? But I realized when I watched it back that it was actually Trump that said that. So at least he was acting grown up and stopping on his own, which is an improvement from what's happened before in previous debates. So let's take a look at their golf swings. So we see Trump here, riding on a golf cart. So I guess he's not carrying his bag, as Joe told him that he needed to do if they're going to play together. So let's see what his swing looks like. I believe this was a year ago, so he was 77. Looked like a pretty powerful swing. So let's take a look at Joe. And I believe this is from a year and a half ago from the video I found. So I think he had just turned 80 here. So, I mean, I don't see where the ball went here, but it looks like he swung well enough, hit the ball. But that was a year and a half ago. And let's see what took place after this debate. You know, Biden was sitting there saying, you know, I told you to play with me, but you have to carry a bag. Can you do that? Judging by this, I wouldn't even say that he could carry a bag because he needs help going down a couple steps off of the stage, which doesn't really show a very good health implication for his future as the president. So as far as being the most fit for the job, you know, probably Trump. He looks to be a lot more healthy. He is 3.5 years younger, but he also looks like he's in better shape overall. And this is one of the reasons why I want to try to build as much muscle as I can naturally so that when I do get to my 80s like that, it'll be more like I'm in my 60s, like I'm the average 60-year-old guy. So then maybe when I'm 100, if I make it that far, it'll be like the average 80-year-old like Trump and be able to enjoy life, my quality of life, up as far as I can. And that's the whole purpose of this video overall, is to set a lifestyle of being healthy. So when you do get older like this, you'll be able to do more things and not need help getting down steps and stuff. Granted, it is obvious there's some mental decline going on.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
Let me know who you think's the more fit one to be president down in the comments. And this is just a silly video poking fun at them for arguing over something so silly as who's better at golf during an important presidential debate that's going to determine the future of our country if you're from the US like me. But if you do want help learning how to get fit, I put on over 25 pounds of muscle in the last 4 years, slowly over time, just consistent hard training diet. I have all kinds of videos showing my training routines, showing the diets I've done with bulks and cuts, maintaining, all the type of stuff. Follow me at Camber Fitness. I do a lot of posting there on Instagram of various lifts and things I do, traveling, family, all that type of stuff. So if you want to follow along, you can learn even more there, and I'll see you in the next one.